while the effects of the heavy snow are still being felt, conditions have eased significantly. Some roads have been reopened after they were closed due to heavy snowfall and rain in the province. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala and Silethiwe Ndlovu are on either side of Van Reenen's Pass on the N3 and joins us now live. Good morning to you, Silethiwe. Tell us a little bit more about the side of the N3 that you're on now.
Good morning to you too. What I can tell you is that the snow is definitely starting to actually clear here. The ground is also getting quite a bit, it's getting slippery in fact. So you need to be careful of the steps that you are taking when you are here at Van Reenen's Pass. Now, earlier on when we spoke in the morning, I did mention that some people experience the very harsh conditions of this snowfall that we had in the province during the weekend, but also some people experience the beauty of that snowfall. And with me right now, I am joined by one of those families that experienced the beauty of that snow, and that is the Apple family. Gordon, let's start off with you and your beautiful family. Tell me about your experience with the snow.
What I can say, it's amazing, because like you said, the roads was closed, so we had to delay our holiday by literally a day because we were supposed to check in yesterday. So yeah, the good news came when they said no, the roads are open, so we hit the road this morning. So yeah, and we're having lots of fun in the snow. Yeah. Tell
us where you are coming from, where you are headed, and did you have any trouble getting to this area, because we do know that some roads were actually closed?
We had no trouble getting to the area. We left as they said the roads were open. We had no trouble at all. We're from the Johannesburg area. We're going towards KZN, Durban, Shelley Beach, Margate side.
Have you been monitoring the social media platforms? Because we were told that, people need to continue to monitor those social media platforms just to get those warnings and those alerts about the snow.
Yes, definitely. It was shocking to see how many people were actually trapped in the snow. It can either be a blessing or, the other way around. But I'm very grateful that we have the chance to experience snow today. The fun side of snow is really awesome.
Yeah. Definitely. Perhaps to end off with you, any fears that you have, going on holiday? You did mention that you're coming from Johannesburg. Any fears that you have? Because again, snow is not something that we're used to here in the country.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So with the snow, it makes the roads a little bit more tricky. So speed kills, guys. So just be safe on the road. Take your time. Like I said, I've been literally just going 100 kilometers per hour, just monitoring also the slippery roads and stuff like that. Not trying to overtake a lot of cars, but yeah, just to be safe on the road, because it's quite slippery as well, going down to KZN. Yeah. Cool.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That was the Apple family that we found here at Van Reenen's Pass, and basically just echoing some of those things that were said by the national government earlier on, which is to continue to monitor your social media platforms and to be careful. Like I said, it is still a bit slippery here at Van Reenen's Pass, and we have also seen a few roads that are still quite wet.
Silethiwe bringing us the fun side of the snow as well. And over to you, Nqobile Madlala. Tell us what's happening on your side of the N3.
Well, Masa, it's quite interesting that as you were speaking to us, there are a couple of drivers at this point, truck drivers. They've just gone out of their trucks and they've decided as well to start taking pictures outside there. They're already using snow and playing around with the snow. It's just opposite the road. You can see that people are actually having fun, having to experience this. For some, it's the first time that they have seen such, whilst others, it's just also a phenomenon really that they want to capture, and so people continue to post those pictures on social media. But just like Silethiwe was saying, as much as it's so much fun for many people to see the snow, there's also a bitter side to it, because in the place that we are currently in, the residents here were not equally prepared for a snow so big, and as well as the roads have also been affected. You'll note that most of the parts of the area that we are in is not necessarily tarred. start. So there's some places or some homes as you go further along inside that already have experienced things like a roof that's caving in, others that have corrugated iron kind of homes have already, most of it has been broken into. We were speaking to our father just not so long ago, and he was explaining to us that even his bed is wet, and he says he doesn't know where to go to from here. So he was just emphasizing that he needs shelter. But when it was happening, and this would be during the time when the snow was quite high, there were residents here that were also assisting people on the road. And my guest now that joins me was one of the people that decided to assist people on the road. Tell us about your experience, Mama. Bekwenzakalani?
Yo, ngineminyaka impela ngiyibona lento kodwa le beyiwesi. Liyaqala ukukhitheka kangaka. Endlini zethu nje asikhona ngisho ukulala kumanzi ezinye ziwile. Abantu emgaqweni bebelambe kakhulu baphelelwa amandla. Sasitry ukuthi sikhiphe abafana babahambisele ukudla ngoba kunamabhasi kunama-taxi kunabantu abagulayo bebela emgaqweni, but sitryile ukubasiza kodwa nje ijwayele ukuba khona lento. Kodwa this time beyiwesi kakhulu. Kumanje nje khona abaluze izindlu zabo, abanye imibhede yabifile ngoba amanzi begobhoza nje impela ngoba lento bihleli phezu kwezindlu. So bengenele endlini, abanye abanakudla nje konke nje kuwesi ne-transport beyingekho. Yonke into beyivalekile. Abanye abalahla ngisho ikhiye ama-driver amaningi alahla ngisho ikhiye betry ema-toilet betry ukuthola amanzi, ikhiye zabo zalahleka, balala ema-police station, abanye sabalahlisa endlini zethu. Bekuwesi nje, kuloko bekuwesi kujwayele kodwa kuba khona kodwa this time bekuwesi.
Yini ekuthusile nje kulezi zinto ezenzakalile la?
Okungithusile ukuthi abantu abaningi bebenganako ukudla, abantu abaningi bese bephelelwa amandla, abantu abaningi befuna amanzi, befuna itiye. Ikona okungithuse kakhulu lo ngoba bekhona ngisho ingane ezincane, abanye bebekhulelwe. Ikona okungithuse kakhulu ukuthi izinto eziningi bezizobavelele ngoba ambulance bengahambi, ngisho amaphoyisa bewalka ngeenyawo. So nje belingekho usizo besingalithola kulesimo besibhekene naso.
Ubusangixoxela ukuthi namanzi aseze abuya endaweni leni kuyona.
Ya amanzi asebuyile besinganamanzi, singanagesi, network ayikabuyike yona. Kuhambe konke nje, shuthi nje yonke into isimo besingavela. Akukho la besizozala khona ngoba inetwork behambile, amanzi besinganawo ukuphuza kodwa manje asebuyile, ugesi bungekho. Bekumnyama nje kuphele yonke into kahle nje sidlule nje emzimeni omkhulu kakhulu.
Siyabonga kakhulu for speaking to us. Well, Masa, our guest explaining there that it was a very tough day or couple of days for them. She's speaking about, of course, that there are families that have been affected more than others, and those are the ones that have seen their households being affected, roofs caving in and so on. But she says what was scary is that because there were people that were stuck on the road, they needed assistance too. But because there was no water, there was no electricity, there was a lot of help that needed to come from the community. So they tried to help them with regards to food. Some of them didn't even have jackets on or jerseys or anything that was warm. So she's even talking about the fact that some of the people that were asking for help from the communities were people that were pregnant. Some of them even had children, and even drivers ending up deserting their cars and having even lost their keys and not finding their keys. And so they had to assist, taking them into areas like police station to assist them so that they are able to continue. But it's something that they say they have not seen in such a long time. She says in this area there's generally snow, but just not as bad as what they have noted in the past few days.
Yeah, Nqobile, the bitter side of the inclement weather as well. Silethiwe, on the other side of the N3, a little earlier, you brought us the sweet side of the bittersweet. What do you have for us now?
We actually have more guests for you that have experienced the beauty of snow. As I mentioned earlier on, there are quite a few people that have posted their experiences on social media, first time, people that are experiencing the snow for the first time. And now I'm joined by a group of friends that are traveling into the province. Perhaps let's start off with your experience coming into the province. Did you have any challenges along the way?
No, we did not experience any challenges at all. It was just a smooth ride. That's it, yeah. So they cleared the road and it was safe for us. So we'll go and enjoy ourselves. Okay. Yeah.
And where are you headed?
We're headed into Durban, Umhlanga. We're just going to relax with friends and just enjoy the province and, enjoy the snow as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any fears going into Durban, because there were a few areas that were heavily affected by the snow? Any fears?
Yeah, we do fear, but we'll just see when we get there. We almost broke our hearts when we saw this. We thought maybe we wouldn't be able to travel, but here we are. We'll just see when we get there. Yeah.
Perhaps let's end off with you. You did say you are going on holiday, and as I mentioned earlier on, there was a warning that went out for people to actually heed those warnings in terms of traveling during this time. Did you hear about those warnings, or was it something that you perhaps missed?
We actually missed that. We just traveling along the way. We didn't see any warnings. We just hope, because we only heard that the road has been cleared. Nothing much about that. No. Yes.
Do you feel that you missed those warnings because maybe they weren't, visible enough, or is it because maybe you just weren't checking for them? Why do you think you missed those warnings?
Warnings, you mean along the road or what?
Warnings in terms of the weather conditions that are happening in KZN.
Oh, yes. We knew about that. We knew about that. But we heard that the road has been cleared, so it is safe to travel nowadays.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you very much. That was, of course, a group of friends that are traveling into the country, coming from the province of Limpopo to experience the beauty of KwaZulu-Natal.
Silethiwe and Ndlovu, thank you so much for that report, bringing us the beauty side of that inclement weather as well. Now, a reminder, this morning in our megaphone poll, we asked, did you heed the weather travel warning? Option 1, yes, I stayed home.